The season of free is in full swing at T-Mobile. And this time, we're going big, like the biggest screen you'll ever see at T-Mobile big. Because we're giving away 50-inch Samsung 4K TVs. You heard right, a free 50-inch TV delivered in time for the holidays when you get one of the latest Samsung phones and add a line. So get to a T-Mobile store right now, because this deal won't last long.
At participating stores, offer fulfilled by Samsung with online redemption code. Qualifying credit, new line of service, timely redemption, and phone finance agreement required. 2 new lines required for new customers. 1 offer per account.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
Most writers and radio show hosts know that to connect with your fans, you need to do more than just write books or record the latest podcasts. There are many different elements that go into forming an online platform, but there are also many hidden traps. To make matters worse, solid advice on how to survive the muddy waters is scarce. In the book Hidden Traps, I talk about some of the important issues of working with an online platform, highlighting traps that could put your physical or internet security at risk, or be harmful to your reputation. Are your social media posts just links with a few disjointed words, making you look like someone who can't complete a sentence? Did your new website cost you more than you anticipated? Are you leaking your personal contact details across the web without even knowing it? Then you need Hidden Traps. Hidden Traps is now available in paperback and ebook from a variety of retailers, including Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo. Visit blackwolfpublications.com for more details.
Do you need a car? Been shopping only to be turned down because of bad credit, low credit, no credit, bankruptcy, or divorce? Guess what? Today's your lucky day, because now you can buy a car, truck, or SUV, just about any vehicle. It's true. Bad credit doesn't matter. No credit doesn't matter. Bankruptcy or divorce, it just doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, your job is your ticket to your new vehicle. We're Auto Credit Express, and we've helped thousands of people just like you. Antonio H. told us, great company, got me connected, and the day I went in, I drove off in the car I wanted. 100% worth your time. Need a car? Get started now and drive off as early as today. Just text FINANCE, FINANCE, to 357-911 right now to get started. That's FINANCE, FINANCE, to 357-911. Auto financing the easy way. Text FINANCE to 357-911.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
Everyone loves liberty. Our rights come from God, not the government. So why are you letting other people tell you what's best for your health care? Exercise your freedom with Liberty Health Share. Liberty Health Share is a community of people who voluntarily share one another's medical costs. Liberty Health Share is founded on the idea that most people truly want to help one another. Healthcare sharing allows members to do just that as a true community that supports one another in times of need. Liberty believes people should make decisions for themselves and their families. Members are able to take back the freedom to make their own decisions about their health care. Freedom from guilt or doubt about how your money is used. You have the freedom to direct your health care, not to be dictated to by bureaucrats. Stop letting others tell you what to do and join a community of like-minded people. Exercise your freedom. Join Liberty Health Share and take back the control of your health care while helping those around you. Call Liberty at 855-58-LIBERTY. Again, that's 855-58-LIBERTY for more information, or you can check them out at libertyhealthshare.org. Again, that's libertyhealthshare.org.
My son was in the Army back during Desert Storm, but even then he wanted an MBA. He looked at a dozen schools, but only one offered the online education and flexibility he needed while he was in a tent in Iraq. Grantham University. Turns out that Grantham's been delivering affordable, relevant college and advanced degrees for over 65 years. Heck, if they can deliver a quality education to a soldier in a tent overseas, think about the flexibility Grantham can offer you so you can earn your degree too. It doesn't matter how complicated or full your life is. If getting a degree is on your bucket list, you'll want to do what my son did. You'll want to call Grantham. Find out how easy it is to get started on your education so you can check that college degree off your bucket list. Call Grantham right now. 800-910-1370. That's 800-910-1370. Flexible, affordable, relevant. Call 800-910-1370.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Sometimes riders feel lost, unsure why a passage may not be working. It takes another set of eyes to help us nurture our writing into full maturity. At Black Wolf Editorial Services, we strive to enable writers to develop and grow, offering manuscript critiques and line edits through a mentoring editorial style. We also offer assistance on generating a writer's bio for your websites. Black Wolf Editorial Services, nurturing your writing into maturity. For a full list of services, visit blackwolfeditorial.com.
You're listening to the Spark Radio Network, internet radio like you've never heard before. Innovation, creativity, and imagination are all said to begin with a spark. So fasten your seatbelt and take the ride of your life and listen for the spark.
Seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, praising the sun. Oh, hear the hymn, telling the tale.
Welcome to a very Food Christmas special coming to you live from KLRN Radio Studios here on KLRNradio.com. I am one of your hosts tonight, the lovely, the lyrical, the luscious, the Foo. And with me is a wide array of KLRN peeps like my co-host on FOOBAR, Ordy Packard. Are you there?
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done.
Ding. Would you like an apple pie with that? Okay, and with me also is the conservative curmudgeon himself, Grouchy G. Are you there? Guess he's there. Super producer and host of America Off the Rails, co-host of Jen and Rick and Robinson and Wright. We don't call him the hardest working guy in radio for nothing. Rick Robinson. Rick, are you with us?
See, I'm here.
Oh, Feliz Navidad. Okay, we also have Brad Slager, or is it Slagger, a.k.a. Martini Shark? Which is it?
Oh, sorry. Slager.
Slager. The E makes the A long or something. Gotcha. Beaker, a.k.a. Polyphone Pontiff, is with us. Are you there, Beak?
Maybe.
Oh, good. He's here. And then, as long as her plane isn't late, the lovely, magnificent Mo will be with us later on in this show. So we have a very full show, as you can tell, for our Christmas special. So you're in for a real treat tonight, because we're doing Christmas our way, which may or may not be a good thing, but here we are. And to kick things off is your favorite kale eater and the guy who put the abs in absence, Grouchy.
Hey, all right. It is so good to be here with everybody and nobody, and you know how all that works. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, we've got a special guest on the line tonight. We have a first-time caller. Laura Whittington is online with us, and she has her daughter Kat with her. And first of all, hi, Laura.
Hey.
Hey, all right, there you are. And hey to Kat. Kat, you with us?
You want to say hey? Hello.
I love that. Hi,
okay. Kat. Well, look.
Hello.
Well, look, guys. Here's the deal. Kat is working really hard, and she heard her mom say that she was talking to the radio people. And Kat thought it would be the coolest thing in the world to be on the radio and say hi to us. And Kat, are you home for the holidays now, Kat? Is school out?
No, not yet. But
not yet?
Sooner or later Friday. Friday's your last day.
Okay, so Friday's the last day. So What I want to do is, Kat, I know it's a little late this time around and it may not happen, but I want you to know that if you get straight A's, the Grouch is going to do something special for you. Okay? I don't know what that is yet, but we're going to come up with something fun.
Okay.
All right. So Mom's going to have to let me know, and we're going to get you taken care of. It you know, I don't know. It might mean just buying you a whole gigantic swimming pool full of cheese dip.
Oh, wow. So wait, if I get straight A's, do I get a pool full of cheese dip? That's awesome.
No, you get cookies and pears.
Yeah, no kidding. I get cookies and pears. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Kat, this is awesome and excited for you and your Christmas break. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Be quiet.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I got excited about cheese dip. I can't be quiet about cheese dip. You talk cheese dip, I'm there.
I knew you would be a spirit animal with Kat, and that's why I wanted to say hi to her too.
Oh, hi, Kat. So are you
she
done
has
on
a thing
Friday?
about cheese dip, so.
And then you have 2 weeks off for Christmas?
Yeah, she doesn't have to go back until January the 8th.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. My kids have to go back like on the 2nd, so I'm sure they're very envious. How fun. Are you guys big plans?
All family stuff. You can.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm trying to, but the mom keeps interrupting me.
Oh, you know what? Moms do that. That's kind of our thing. We always interrupt our kids. Are you doing something cool, Kat?
Let me answer this question. Are you doing something
You
cool?
answer the question. Go ahead.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hanging out with my family. That's amazing.
That is awesome. And then did you already make your Christmas list? You're good to go with Santa and all that?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you on the nice list?
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. That a girl. That's awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you called tonight to hang out with us crazy people on the radio.
I didn't know you guys were crazy people because I'm.
Oh, we are. We are. All of these people are, but no, we are. We're very excited for Christmas too. That's why we're doing the Christmas show.
That's amazing. I'm very proud to be on this show because this is my first time being on a live show before.
Yeah, you know, that's a pretty big deal. I don't think I did any radio until I was almost 40 years old. So how old are you?
9.
9? And you've already done live radio? Dude, you are a rock star.
I tried to be brave, and I think I can do it. I can handle it.
You totally handled it. It is, and it's kind of intimidating. It takes a lot of bravery to come on and talk on the radio. You've done great. I'm sure Santa's impressed too. I think he's listening. I hope. Well, maybe not later.
Once you get into talking, then you just kind of forget that you're even nervous about it.
Isn't that funny how that works? I'm still the same way. I've been doing radio for 6 years. I'm so old, and I still get nervous. So that's awesome. You're already there. Do you want to do radio when you grow up?
I don't know.
Smart answer.
All right, you're a thinker there, kiddo. Okay.
All right, Kat. Well, look, hey, Mom's gonna let me know when you score those straight A's, and it doesn't even have to be this time. It can be next time, because, like I said, I know it's late, but we'll do something special for you. Okay?
Okay, that sounds great.
All right. Well, you be good for Mom and Dad, okay? And you have a Merry Christmas, Kat, and I'm going to be talking to you soon.
Merry Christmas, Kat. We're so proud of you for calling.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Save room for that cheese dip.
Yes, always, lady. You're the best lady I've ever met.
Oh, well, you're the best lady I've ever. My name is Sam. You can call me Sam anytime, okay, Kat?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, my dear.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. Enjoyed it. We'll
Merry
talk
Christmas.
soon, okay? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you guys.
Bye, Kat. They were adorable. How could you bring in such nice people to the show?
Hey, I'm telling you, they're the nicest people I've ever had on.
They are adorable. I adored that little girl, but she was smart. Now I'm not doing radio. I'm not crazy. Amen, girl.
Yeah, I got that right.
Got that right.
Give us 10 minutes and she won't think radio's cool.
Right, exactly.
She'd hang out with you guys and run. Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? That was an awesome way to start our Christmas show, G. I'm so glad you did that. Look how smart you are.
Hey, I try.
Yeah, no, you know. It's the kale.
At least, well, yeah, I was going to say a piece of kale would be great. I think there's a counter going on somewhere for a commercial break coming up in probably about 30 seconds or so.
You're a psychic.
Good people make good shows, and that's what it's all about. And it's especially all about the kids. And if we can't have a good time with that, then we're in the wrong business. So
yeah, I get you. That was awesome. That was a fun way to start the show. She's darling. Now I'm all in a happy mood. Look what you did.
I know. Isn't that great? And I've lost the timer again now, so I don't know where we're at on the commercial break.
I just make fun of Rick when it goes away. Oh, I hear a break. We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. Don't want a doll, no dinky tinker toy.
My son was in the Army back during the Desert Storm, but even then he wanted an MBA. He looked at a dozen schools, but only one offered the online education and flexibility he needed while he was in a tent in Iraq. Grantham University. Turns out that Grantham's been delivering affordable, relevant college and advanced degrees for over 65 years. Heck, if they can deliver a quality education to a soldier in a tent overseas, think about the flexibility Grantham can offer you so you can earn your degree too. It doesn't matter how complicated or full your life is. If getting a degree is on your bucket list, you'll want to do what my son did. You'll want to call Grantham. Find out how easy it is to get started on your education so you can check that college degree off your bucket list. Call Grantham right now. 800-910-1370. That's 800-910-1370. Flexible, affordable, relevant. Call 800-910-1370.
Attention business owners and independent contractors. This is a money-saving message from Tax Mediation Services. If your business owes $20,000 or more in taxes, we can help you today, right now. Listen, dealing with the IRS is no picnic. It's an intimidating and extremely stressful process, and you don't want to go it alone. Our attorneys know every law, every tax break, and every possible opportunity to help you resolve and reduce your tax debt. And if you owe more than $20,000, you may be at the top of their hit list. So don't take your tax debt lightly, because it will not go away on its own. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, your home, and even shut down your business. Call our tax experts today at 1-800-783-0810 and let us deal with the IRS while you focus on your business. That's 1-800-783-0810. Again, that's 800-783-0810.
I'm just thinking of all the stuff I don't have that you're not giving me.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Only a hippopotamus will do. Yeah, and I can't sing. That's why I don't. But anyway, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. We're doing the Christmas special. It's a very Foo Christmas right here on KLRN Radio. I'm your Grouch, the mediator for right now. I have the microphone in hand, so I'm gonna start with a little topic that's been kicking around the news. We're gonna keep it a little light, tonight. This is all supposed to be fun, so we're not gonna get too serious. But there's been a little commotion about this 70-year-old song, "Baby It's Cold Outside," and
Ron literally just said that in chat.
Yeah, I mean, it's been all over the place. You just can't get away from it. And we've got a gentleman with us that actually wrote a whole piece on this thing, and actually had this discussion with him on his podcast the other night. So without any further ado, let's bring the expert on the topic in here. Brad Schlager is with us. How you doing, Brad?
You call me a gentleman.
And an expert.
An expert. That's what killed me.
Oh my God, that just wipe a tear right there for a second. That's just good stuff.
Expert.
Before we start, I just got to say something about that last segment, and that is, if you can afford a newspaper subscription, you can afford a swimming pool full of cheese dip.
Yay! Cheese dip.
Paraphrase Mo.
I'm excited for some cheese dip now. So, Brad, you're the expert on Baby It's Cold Outside.
I thought you were going to keep it light here, and you start referencing Salizzle like that, and now I threw me off balance for a second. But yeah, the leftist outrage over this song is really, gosh, I don't know, how do you describe it? Grinding my teeth, shaking my head, wanting me to throw spears at people, but
typical.
Get off my lawn.
Right. But it's been going on for 2 years. This has been a meme for 2 years, at least 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I love is, like Grouchy said, this is a 70-year-old song that was acceptable 70 years ago, and yet the people that couch themselves as progressive, forward thinkers, they're the ones that are rendered on the fainting couch over this song, which cracks me up. But I just started digging into the details of this, and this was not a tune that was penned by Leisure Suit Larry. He's not, there wasn't somebody trying to pick up women with this. This was a husband and wife team that actually wrote this song.
That is an excellent 90s porn game reference you made there too.
Oh my God. I don't even want to know. I had no idea. I hope Laura and Kat aren't listening.
Gamergate strikes again.
Come on, guys. I mean, if you're looking for somebody to class the joint up, you don't need a microphone.
Between the Amish guy and this other guy, Yeah, so no, continue, Brad. You're the expert on the porn thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, so speaking about porn, let me elucidate further here.
Christmas porn. I'm out. I'm done already.
We call that Bigfoot erotica.
No, we don't.
Messing with Sasquatch.
Oh,
actually, you guys have no idea how close I was to pulling a string on actually buying an ornament that was Bigfoot wrapped in Christmas lights. And it was all because of you guys. I was then they sold out. But
I'm the fish porn. He's Bigfoot. That's the thing. It's his fault.
Okay. I didn't see
so
any
what you're
fish
saying is
ornaments.
to you, fish porn is normal, but Bigfoot erotica is bad.
That's what I bring to the show, apparently, is fish porn and chainsaws. I don't know. So go ahead, Brad.
Okay.
Continue this whole husband-wife weird porn thing. I'm good.
Way back in the freewheeling 1940s, that's when this song was actually written. And this husband and wife team would do this they would go to like dinner parties in the New York City area with the entertainment elite. And everybody, they would all have to bring performance. And this was kind of their bag. It was only for that purpose that they made this song. And after about 5 years or so, the husband wrote some songs for an MGM Esther Williams movie. And ironically enough, one of the songs that he included in the film was deemed inappropriate. And this song was actually the replacement, believe it or not.
What was the inappropriate song? Do you know what that was?
Oh, I do not.
Now I'm curious.
Yeah, I never got the title of that, actually.
I got to go Google that now.
But this wasn't the era of the Hays Code. This is a governing body that was making sure, if a male and female kiss, that she had to have 1 foot on the floor, that kind of nonsense. But that's how controversial Baby It's Cold Outside was. It passed the Hays Code, but it doesn't pass the 2018 snowflake crowd.
Let's put that in context. You could not have Lucy and Desi in the same bed on television, but Baby It's Cold Outside completely passed the muster.
Yeah, exactly. It's and somehow in this day and age where you could have gangster rappers talking about raping 3 hoes at a party is acceptable, but 2 people talking about no, come on, honey, it's snowing outside.
Culture, huh?
I'm so confused. I don't want to know.
I'll give you my show notes afterwards.
That'll help. The show notes help me after I have some shock therapy.
So in this Esther Williams swimming movie, which I know, rendering people when I say that, but the song was actually used twice in the film, and there was another scene with Red Skelton and another woman, and they sang the exact same song, except he was pushing the woman out, telling her she has to go.
Get out, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, you're not staying here. And she's the one that's saying, no, it's cold outside. I'm sticking around here. And at one point, she actually flips him and throws him on a sofa and basically pounces on him.
This is with Red Skeleton?
You gotta go, ho.
You got to go, ho.
It's funny that you mentioned that, though, because I found the politically correct 2019 version of the song, and it sounds eerily like the Red Skeleton version. I have that if anybody wants to hear it.
Yeah,
nobody have time before the commercial.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really can't stay.
Okay, you're free to go.
I've got to go away.
Understood, no means no.
This evening has been
super appropriate.
So very nice.
But I do understand consent.
My mother will start to worry.
Definitely text her right
My
now.
father will be pacing the floor.
Here's the code and there is the
so
door.
Really I'd better scurry.
I am gonna stand over
well,
here.
Maybe just a half a drink
You
more.
are in control of this
the
thing.
Neighbors might think.
Invite them over if you like.
Say, what's in this drink?
Nothing but Sprite.
I wish I knew how
Just walk right out
to
the door.
break the spell.
I do know how to spell harassment.
No,
I hear you loud and clear.
I try.
I'm trying super
really
hard.
can't stay.
Please just go out,
but
baby. Just
it's
go
cold
outside.
I simply must go.
Uber is right outside.
The answer is no.
Seriously, right outside.
The welcome has been.
I'll walk you to
so
the curb,
nice and warm.
but totally consensual.
There's bound to be talk tomorrow.
Hopefully not about
At least
us.
there will be plenty implied.
Please do not imply anything.
I really can't stay.
Baby, just go out.
Baby,
Baby, just
it's
go. Baby, just go outside.
All right. And remarkably, that sounds a lot like Brad Slager singing, too.
Yeah, it really did. The Uber is right outside. That's the best part of that.
Except for the fact that I want to punch a kitten now. Jeez, what was that?
Ho, you got to go. That's what that was.
Right. Speaking of got to go, we'll be right back.
All right.
When I seen a man chilling with his dog at the park, I approached him very slowly with my heart full of fear. Looked at his dog, oh my God, a ill reindeer. But then I was feeling good, the man had a beard.
Whether we realize it or not, everyone has been impacted by addiction. We all have family members, we all have friends that have faced this demon. But there's hope. There's hope in recovery. There's hope when we work together to rise above the plight of addiction. I'd like you to join Mac Mullings every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on Rise Above Radio on KOKC 1520 AM, where they talk about the hope that is available to all of us. This bumper always makes me think of JD. Welcome back, folks.
Welcome back. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Rick. That JD is missing from the party, and that is sad. But we do love him, and we do miss him. Yeah, we do. We could use a little Yiddish Christmas up in here.
One of us needs to be the crazy Jewish guy in the corner screaming at everybody. I'm not sure I can pull that off.
Hey!
Hey!
Well, you got the crazy part right, but you don't have the right plumbing.
Well, I am the Jew with the horse.
He's that Jew and the horse over there. Hey, I can't quite do it. I don't got the, it doesn't work.
Right.
Damn it.
Speaking of Jews,
Whoa!
Red
light. I don't know what just happened.
Speaking of the Jews.
So a Jew, a Nazi, and a white guy walk into a bar.
Merry Christmas, everybody. God bless us, everyone.
So have I been hearing that song Gin and Juice completely different?
All right.
Hey.
You're going to get letters Yours. You're the nice one, G. Come on, man.
I know. I'm having fun though.
This has been the best Christmas Hanukkah ever.
You know how hard it is to keep it straight all year long and then bust loose at the end?
No, because I never.
The following program contains coarse language and adult themes. Parental discretion is advised.
Oopsie. I think I said shit like twice before you did.
Yeah, anyway, Merry fucking Christmas.
If they don't know by now, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
So you were talking about the Jews there, G.
Actually, we're gonna pass on the Jews, and we're gonna go to another slighted class of folks, if you will. We're gonna talk about some more outrage. We're gonna go with the Charlie Brown. You know,
the Franklin thing.
Apparently Franklin has been marginalized and never knew it worth a damn, because he never said anything. It took the political left 50 years to say it for him, because poor Franklin got left on the side of the table by himself.
Well, he wasn't just by himself. They put him in like a lawn chair or something. And so like that was a big deal because everyone else had a regular chair. Although everybody sits in a crappy chair, he had the crappiest chair because it was a lawn chair and he couldn't get comfortable. So they were like, apparently Charlie Brown was deliberately making Franklin feel bad by putting him in the lawn chair.
Well, if I could correct the record just a bit.
Go ahead, Brad.
I mean, I've seen It's a Very Happy Klan Rally, Charlie Brown, so many times I can tell you specifically that when they gather around the table, they all have different chairs. Now, a couple of them, they brought them from outside. One's in a different lounge chair. One's in a regular lounge chair. He's in a fold-up beach chair model. Right. So
all crappy chairs.
Look, I have a problem with this because they didn't invite the poor Amish kid. I didn't see any butter churns or any kind of, round-brimmed hats or anything like that around the table.
They always leave us out.
But they brought the lesbian. She's there. They got the black guy. He's there. You know, and then there was. They got the dirty guy. I mean, there's some diversity there. You know.
Yeah.
This was so weird to me because I've been watching Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, since I was little, so a long time. Shut up, Ordy. And I would never have even thought it would never even occur to me that this was something bad, that I needed to be worried about what color Charlie's friends were and where they were sitting.
Oh, no kidding.
We knew this was coming after they screamed about frickin' Apu.
Mm-hmm. Or Apu, he's going away.
Now that they've run him off the Simpsons. Yeah. They got rid of the one stereotype on The Simpsons. Thank God.
The one. But you know what really, but when I was a kid and even growing up watching it, what really ticked me off wasn't anybody who was there, but was how rude Peppermint Patty is. And that she invites herself over and then she has the nerve to bitch about what they feed her. I'm just like, who is this bitch? Go home. That's where I was. I was never, oh my God, look, Franklin's in a really shitty chair. I was like, oh my God, she's such a mean lesbian. How could he hang out with her? That's where I was.
Peppermint Patty reminds me of that woman in the news story that, the Secret Santa story that came out this morning.
Shared. I would strangle that woman. Ho, 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 bitch. It's on. Oh my God.
She was mad because they didn't spend the limit on her. The $50 limit wasn't reached, so she went and asked for more.
God.
Wow.
And then had the nerve not only to ask for more up to the $50 limit, but presented a $120 tablet as an alternative apology gift.
I saw
for
that.
her Secret Santa to give her.
Yeah.
I'm glad he told her to get bent.
God, I would have flipped out. She would have.
There are not enough fuck-offs in my brain to have accommodated that gift.
Yeah, I would have broken a secret that day.
You would have what? I don't want to know. You'd have broken a secret?
Yeah, the anonymity would disappear at that stage. Let me tell you something.
Look here, lady. Oh, my God. Oh, you got to go. That should be a theme in this show. Besides Santa and Christmas spirit, oh, you got to go.
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
You greedy hoe, you got to go.
Oh my God. It's kind of like the whole Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing, too. That really irritated me. Because, the whole point of Rudolph is, yes, he is different. And yes, people do react badly. And there is this weird barrier. But then they work through it and they realize his being different is a good thing. And, I mean, it is really, if you want to get technical, it could be talk about a disability and that there's this barrier with people with disabilities. And then they see that they're normal and they all get along and this person with disability does something great. They turn it into something about, hey, look how sexist and awful Rudolph's parents are, and they marginalize him for his nose, and Santa's an asshole, and oh my God.
Yeah, it was terrible. I mean, I liken it to the other Christmas classic, Rudy.
Sean Astin, he's so cute.
What a Bilbo.
Only because he fits in your pocket. Just saying.
He's such an angry liberal. I know we're not talking politics, but he blocked me within like 3 seconds. He's so soft. He's a hobbit.
Yes. He's a soy boy.
Yes, he's a hobbit.
You want to know what's going to kill Rudolph entirely?
No.
A 308?
In about a year or two, somebody's going to recognize the fact that Yukon Cornelius is open carry because he's got the gun slid right into his tool pouch there. That's going to be the undoing right there.
He's going to have a gun. That's it.
Why? I'm surprised David Hogg isn't on that right now.
Oh, man, I should totally email him with a picture of this just to fade him.
Can he get away with that because he's got the earring in the wrong ear? I mean, can he get away with that?
I don't know.
I thought he wore earmuffs.
I'm just asking. I don't know what the rules are.
Does Cornelius have an earring?
I thought he did.
He's like a pirate.
I thought he always had. He's got earmuffs all the time, doesn't he?
Well, now we got to go look and see if he's got an earring.
Chad, could you bring up a picture of Cornelius for us?
I'm doing it right now. I am bringing that up.
Well, and I never understood why the elf wanted to be a frickin' dentist. I hate going to the dentist. Dentists suck. Why would you want to be a dentist? And no offense if anybody who's a dentist is listening, but you suck. I hate dentists. Why would you want to be a dentist? Hey, elf, make some awesome toys. No, screw you. I want to go work on people's teeth. What?
Well, I mean, you got to think the currency of the North Pole is cookies and milk. That's obviously the currency that Santa pays the elves. This goes to a conversation that Dottie Derek and I had. But
yeah.
So
no earrings.
You will eventually need a dentist.
It's no earrings. They were gold-colored earmuffs.
Ah, well
nailed it.
Then it doesn't work for him. He doesn't have an earring. Nope, sorry. He's like an evil white dude. He's an evil white guy.
Yep.
Way to go.
Cornelius
is an evil white guy. Now you've ruined Christmas. I hope you're happy.
That's it. Everybody got Cornelius.
4 out of 5.
Everybody.
4 out of 5 dentists hate other dentists.
Dentists are awful. I mean, I'm glad that they have dentists, but I would never. You know what? I think I'm going to stop writing for a living because I want to go work on people's gross mouths. Yay!
Thanks. Al just nailed it in chat. Rudolph is a great story about how everyone is an asshole until they want something from you.
Amen.
Way to go, Al.
That's the Christmas spirit right there.
That is.
That's everybody. It's not just Rudolph. It's people are nice to you until they're, anyway. Ho, ho, ho. The ho's got to go. Okay.
It's an educational story.
It's an educational story about how the ho has to go.
And if Hermie wants to poke around in people's mouths,
why?
Poke around. I mean, people got to have that work done anyway. There might as well be smart people to do it.
But is he smart? I don't think he's really that. He's just kind of a whiny baby, too.
Well, he figured it out, didn't he?
If we're going to complain about these stories like Charlie Brown, it should be Peppermint Patty is an evil bitch and she's a nasty dyke. And that should be, hey, this idiot wants to be a dentist and he's such a whiner, let him go. Those are the real problems with these stories.
It's not Peppermint Patty's fault, though. She suffers from roid rage. Give her a break.
I have real problems with Peppermint Patty, and I have for years. I think she's horrible, and I hate the way she treats Charlie Brown. And Charlie Brown takes it. He never says, you know what, you're a real bitch, and I'm sick of you. Never.
She has a crush on Charlie Brown.
That's because Charlie Brown is the bitch in that relationship. That's why he takes it.
Yeah.
Well,
she's
that's right.
Angry lesbian, and he's a scared little guy, and she takes it on him that she hates men.
Yes, she takes it out on him with a strap on.
Okay. Didn't need that visual.
He's the beard.
Oh, my God.
Hi, how we doing?
Hey,
but did you notice the closing sequence in Reindeer, by the way? When they're distributing all the misfit toys?
Right.
They're up in the sleigh, and one of the elves takes the bird that can't fly, it can only swim, and he just tosses it right off the sleigh.
Nice. Tough love, baby.
Well, you know what? That's not unlike what mama birds do to their... Just knock them right out of the tree. Good luck. Here you go.
If they weren't over the Atlantic, that thing is toast. I'm just saying.
But you know what? That brings up an excellent point because I don't think we have any with us here tonight, but I could be wrong. Somebody could identify themselves as one if they want to. But our friends over at Misfit Politics are, they're doing their thing right now while they're listening to us, of course, because that's how they are. That's right. Talk. But since we're talking about Misfit toys, we should talk about our friends at Misfits real quick too, and just wish them a Merry Christmas and tell them how much we love them.
Do I have to tell them how much I love them? I really love anybody.
We're done talking about them now.
Merry Christmas, Misfits. Actually, I do love a couple of them, but most of them are just,
Nah, the Misfits are great.
They are. They take a lot of crap like the rest of us, and God love them, and God bless them, everyone. Merry Christmas to our Misfit friends. I think that's really smart. Yeah, that worked.
I'm going to go nerd for a second just because you did it.
Nerd.
Okay. There's an episode of Stargate SU-1. This has been in my head for a couple of weeks.
Oh, my God.
Wait,
my God, are you still talking?
Mayborn's on a planet. He's king and everything like that. And then the Gould show up and he's all, oh, no, I welcome you with greetings of tidings and joy. Tidings and joy. And every time I hear that song now, I hear it in Mayborn's voice. So,
just when I think you said the stupidest thing ever, you keep talking.
Oh, my God. Nerd.
Who let him off the churn?
Oh, God,
we're not at a Christmas con right now, correct?
Holy shit. He's cosplay. Oh, my God. It's Santa. Nerd.
Oh my God, that is unbelievable. Hey, guess what, guys? It's about time for another commercial break. So refresh your drinks, get your butts back in your chairs, and we're going to be back with you in about 2 minutes.
They got cars big as bars, they got rivers of gold, but the wind goes right through you, it's no place.
My son was in the Army back during Desert Storm, but even then he wanted an MBA. He looked at a dozen schools, but only one offered the online education and flexibility he needed while he was in a tent in Iraq. Grantham University. Turns out that Grantham's been delivering affordable, relevant college and advanced degrees for over 65 years. Heck, if they can deliver a quality education to a soldier in a tent overseas, think about the flexibility Grantham can offer you so you can earn your degree too. It doesn't matter how complicated or full your life is. If getting a degree is on your bucket list, you'll want to do what my son did. You'll want to call Grantham. Find out how easy it is to get started on your education so you can check that college degree off your bucket list. Call Grantham right now. 800-910-1370. That's 800-910-1370. Flexible, affordable, relevant. Call 800-910-1370.
Attention business owners and independent contractors. This is a money-saving message from Tax Mediation Services. If your business owes $20,000 or more in taxes, we can help you today, right now. Listen, dealing with the IRS is no picnic. It's an intimidating and extremely stressful process, and you don't want to go it alone. Our attorneys know every law, every tax break, and every possible opportunity to help you resolve and reduce your tax debt. And if you owe more than $20,000, you may be at the top of their hit list. So don't take your tax debt lightly, because it will not go away on its own. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, your home, and even shut down your business. Call our tax experts today at 1-800-783-0810 and let us deal with the IRS while you focus on your business. That's 1-800-783-0810. Again, that's 800-783-0810.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm climbing down off the table, and I am not putting my pants back on. To hell with anybody that says otherwise.
We're coming into the pantsless hour.
Wait,
oh, God.
I was pantsless when we started. I just made mention of it now.
By the way, I was told there would be no requirement of pants, just for the record.
I
you were
never
told what?
pantsless. I wear
I
pants
was told there
everywhere
would be
I
no
go.
requirement of pants, just for the record.
You
There
must
is
wear
no
pants.
requirement. There is no requirement of pants. I am invoking the misfit rule of there are no rules.
Except for the whole pants thing. You got to wear pants.
I would
Well, then I have to leave, so I'm not sure who's going to run the show. I'm just saying.
Work makes me wear them, and I do it so I don't get arrested. I am not wearing them when I'm not there.
It sounds like an HR problem.
Yeah,
it is an HR problem. Man, you can get on board.
By the way, according to Dumbass Jeff in chat, we're at the 45-minute mark and 14 swears.
That's it.
So,
Who's
fucking
in the
A.
lead? Who's in the lead?
We can fucking do better than that.
Wait,
All
who's
right.
in the lead? I want to know who's in the lead. It's
Jeff?
gotta be me. It's gotta be Sam. Come on.
Well, that's because you stupid ass half of retards had a 10-year-old on in the first 10 minutes.
Hey, you can't say retard. Twitter will ban you, you dumb shit.
We're
not on
I said
Twitter, so
half.
fuck 'em.
We're losing our.
Suspension, not cut off.
Oh my God, Beaker's on the line. Did you guys remember that the Muppet was on the line? Because I forgot.
Well,
I remembered.
I thought he passed out on his microphone.
I'm in the lead by a landslide. Suck it, bitches. All right. But now
We
that
got a Muppet on? Is it Emmett Otter?
But now that he's saying that song, he might be ahead of all of us because that's a lot of effort.
He might. Hey, while we're talking about the Muppet, hey, Muppet, are you with us?
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
What's your familiarity with Emmett Otter?
I decline to comment.
You declined to comment. Okay, that's fine. Brad and I will save that for another day.
I love Emmett Otter and his jug band Christmas.
Right?
It is so awesome. And you look, okay, we're not going to save it then. So, Brad and I talked about this. You realize this was a Jim Henson thing.
Yes.
And Frank Oz. And it was the first time they actually used floors in the sets for Muppets. And you could see it on camera.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. Yeah. No, now that you mentioned it, that was, yeah.
Whoa.
It was the first time.
Mind blown.
Yep, and they use 3D sets and they use panoramic.
Exactly.
They use like wraparound camera shots, so it wasn't like a static scene. They would actually do a full 3-scale.
I love that show. God, that show was awesome.
And then later, the cabin that they used for Emmett Otter was in the movie The Jerk, is where Steve Martin grew up.
No.
I love that show.
Where he grew up a poor young black man.
Man, Christmas TV shows and Christmas movies and I mean even like Christmas baking shows. Like Food Network has got this Christmas stuff down. I love Food Network at Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's like my go-to. But like talking about Emmett Otter and John Denver Christmas with the Muppets, you remember that?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my!
Notice how nobody is mentioning the Star Wars Christmas special.
Because we're not nerds. Nerd.
That was terrible. It was so bad.
I was going to say, because that thing needs to die in a fire. That's
I don't know why you people hate Life Day so much.
What I do remember is the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes, I remember that. And what was sad, it was right after Jim Henson had died.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with the Muppets. I really was. Miss Piggy, when you're a chubby buck-toothed little girl with a stutter, Miss Piggy is the bomb.
Oh.
And, whatever. I grew out of some of it. But anyway, she was like this cool, beautiful pig. And it was okay that she was fat, because she was fabulous. And so when you're this chubby little kid, here's the pig being awesome and kicking everyone's ass. So I was obsessed with the Muppets. And when he died, it was like the worst day for me. I cried like I knew the guy. So it was weird seeing the Christmas Carol with the Muppets because Kermit was different. But it was still a great movie.
So what you're
you did get in that beak.
So what you're saying is Politi Bunny was inspired by Miss Piggy.
You know what? I have been more than open about having this connection with this evil karate ninja pig from when I was a kid. Because she was fabulous and she didn't care. And when you're self-conscious and chubby and you got a stutter and everyone makes fun of you, you see this pig character and she's awesome. And Jim Henson knew all that. He was awesome with that. So the Christmas Carol, though, for me, I love this still, even though I can't help but notice that Kermit's voice was different. Michael Caine was the best Scrooge ever.
He really was. I mean, you can't say enough about how hard it is to perform like that with puppets around you.
Right.
Muppet puppets. It's very different than working with other professionals where you get a feel for how it's going to go. And, you can't look into a puppet's face and see what's coming.
No, there's no give or take. Even on the radio, we can't see each other, but it's pretty, we're human beings and we can kind of interact. And there's a human being doing the puppet, but it's still not the same thing. And he does a great job, and he's a great Scrooge. I mean, he is a bastard in the beginning, You're like, this guy really is a Scrooge, But then you've got Gonzo and the rat, who I can't remember the rat's name.
Rizzo,
yeah.
Well, I can't remember the little rat. But anyway, I love how he's basically Charles Dickens telling the story. It's just really good.
It is. And it's a classic, and it doesn't get the credit it deserves.
But I think with Christmas TV, like, you've got all those weird, I don't know, those stop animation film. What are those shows called? What are they? You guys know who this is.
Like Lincoln and Bass.
Lincoln, thank you. And you've got the Heat Miser, and you've got the Wizard, and you've got 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and how Santa came to be. And these are freaking awesome. But my kids, I don't know about you guys, but my kids don't understand how awesome it is. They can just put it on iTunes and watch this crap.
Yeah.
Like when we were kids, we had to wait until Christmas. And then that little ABC would pop up or whatever, and there's your Heat Miser or whatever.
The little drum roll special. Doom, 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 doom.
Right. So,
and the Jolly Madison Treats commercials and
it was like really special, and I worry that my kids don't get that same experience.
Especially when it was in black and white TV.
I don't remember that.
I'm not that old. I'm kidding.
For some of it, we have to go all the way back to radio days. I'm just saying.
Oh, that was gold.
That hurts.
That hurts to death. No offense there, Brad. Welcome to the show.
They had black and white radio? I'm confused.
Oh, my God. But no, I think it's like Charlie Brown Christmas came on, and we DVR'd it like idiots because my kids are like, yeah, whatever, they don't care. I think we've watched it 3 times, my husband and I, and we're in our, mid-40s. We want to watch it. And I don't know how to get my kids excited about these Christmas things, but what did you guys think of Charlie Brown's Christmas? What did you think of that one?
Well, it's always great. The little tree that could.
I love the little tree and how they talk about Christmas has been... it's all about the money and the presents, and then Linus talks about Jesus. It's so well done.
It is.
No, I was always partial to the Heat Miser, Freeze Miser.
They were great.
Those were great. I mean, they're the original Minions for one thing. I mean, nobody knew about Minions until that happened. Plus, I love the way that they were really so dialed in that they were able to predict climate change.
They were the earliest liberals. Oh my God! No, but those shows were great. And then it was Rudolph was the same kind of thing. But there's a ton of those weird Lincoln and Bass ones that people don't know are there.
Yeah.
And they were playing a bunch of them back to back. Like there's the drummer boy, the little drummer boy one I had never seen before. Some of them are a little creepy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
That sheep and the little drummer boy. Yeah, that freaked me out.
That was weird, right? Okay.
And there's Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy who hates toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like a freaking Nazi. They look like Nazis.
Well, yeah, they do.
I mean, it was really close to the end of the war when those came out. I mean, obviously they.
Yeah, the bad guys
were bad guys. There was not, like now the bad guys always have like a backstory, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, you're such an asshole. Here's why.
Yeah.
There's no backstory with these guys. They were just bad.
It's trying to release your terrorist brethren from, as you're holding a bunch of hostages in Nakatomi Tower.
Die Hard. It is a Christmas movie.
and you're about a minute and a half early on that segue, but we were going to cue that up in the next session. But
look at you and your segue.
The whole thing, the whole thing with these, let's wrap up the cartoons and go to commercial here. But the whole thing with that, all these little cartoon stories, the claymation, the stop action, the anime, whatever whatever it was that they did, they all came back around to the real meaning of Christmas. You know, and I really like the traditional approach to, you know, bringing that message forward. You might bring it in a non-traditional way, but it's the same traditional message over and over. Gratitude, thankfulness, you know, the baby Jesus, all that good stuff.
Peace, love, together.
I know, exactly. And while we're being grateful, I'd like to thank the people that came on with me the past few weeks to do the holiday tradition shows. They are my favorite shows every year, and we're going to keep doing that. And there's too many of you guys to name right here before the break, but love you all, mean it, and it was a blast, and I'd be happy to have any of you and all of you back on again sometime.
I don't like any of you, so there. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
With a bow on it.
All right, guys, wave bye to Mojo. We'll be right back for the KLRN Radio folks. Hey, Mojo folks, we got a surprise for you. Tomorrow, you're going to hear part 2 of the Food-tacular Christmas special, or whatever the heck she's calling this thing this week. We'll be right back, KLRN folks. Stay tuned.
I wanna build a man out of ice and snow. I don't wanna kiss another mistletoe. I don't care if there are presents underneath the tree. Well, there's just one thing I need.
All right, and we're back for the KLRN only folks, so keep going.
All right.
That's like the weirdest thing. So it's just you guys and us for now.
Smoke them if you got them, chat. Like, Mojo's not listening anymore.
Gravy minutes or something? I don't know. I mean, what do you guys got some kind of deal worked out? I don't know. I don't have to deal with that stuff. So
the people we really like get to listen next.
Right. Or are listening now. You know, we just kind of tease everything over on Mojo. You know, it's hey, you got. You know.
Okay, so since we're being real, since it's the KLRN group, hey, Rick, we're going to go until 9, then break and come back, and then we'll be on Mojo time again?
Yeah, so basically you guys have the next 4 minutes to do whatever you want. I will basically do a little bit of the bumper again, and then we'll go right back into the top of the hour commercials, and we'll reset just like it's a fresh show.
All right, awesome. And then I guess, I guess I'll just steal the mic from you at that point.
Yeah, I was going to say I probably have to bow out for a little while anyway. I might be able to make it back, but that'll work out really good.
Slacker.
I see how you are.
Hey,
that's cool. I just thought this was fun because this is usually your hour.
Well, this is I got real life stuff to do, so.
That's fine, G. We'll take over from here.
And I'm on vacation for the next 17 frickin' days. So.
Holy cow!
I'm not talking to you anymore, sir. You can just leave now.
All right, look at you and your
Go.
white male
Those are 17
privilege.
paid days, too.
Okay, where is he in this conversation so I can dump him?
He's the one that's laughing at us right there.
There he is.
Yeah,
I see him.
Asshole. No, actually, I think, we call Rick the hardest working guy in radio. You're one of the hardest working guys in general, I know, so you've probably earned those 17 days, you asshole. I don't get 17
Bastard.
days.
Well, okay, let's be honest. There's 14 that are free and scot clear. I had to take 3 to add on to the end to finish out the last week.
Oh, you poor baby. You had to take 3.
I get 17 for the price of 3, so it's a good deal.
How will you stand it? How will you bear it? How will you get through it?
I don't know. I mean, I've got 130-something days on the books. I can spare these 3.
Wow, dude, that is awesome. I have no idea how much
Here I
time
am
have.
sitting here with like 5 vacation days, and he's like, I got 14 years worth of vacation days.
Woohoo! Merry Christmas, everybody.
I mean, I don't take a lot of time because at the end, I can save my days, and if I can get enough days built up at the end, I can retire early with those days. So I can go out and be paid for a whole year before I'm actually retired and not have to work.
Jeez. You don't have to work until the Nikki Haley administration.
Right? Exactly. Finger crossed.
Brad's voice kills me every time he talks. It's just like, oh, look, the radio guy's here.
Yeah, exactly. He's got that.
Yeah, the actual radio voice is here.
The radio voice is with us. This is quiet. Listen.
That's probably what Ron will be thinking on Friday. He's like, who's this guy and how can we get him over on Mojo?
Yeah.
So when the spirit of Christmas washed over the show and everybody started looking over things, what the hell are you people talking about?
So, yeah, hey, Sam, I meant to tell you, I know you're kind of an old school wrestling fan. So
yep.
I'm actually working with a mediator to try to get a couple of promos cut for my program with Terry Bollea and Dwayne Johnson.
Really? That's awesome.
Wait, not The Rock.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's his cousin.
Speaking of The Rock, I had to mute that meme that I tweeted the other day because I was at over 20,000.
It was
2,000 RTs, and it's a dumb meme.
You know, I was going to say, not only is it a dumb meme, but it had been out there for a week already too.
I didn't get it. I'm like, I don't get it.
And that's what I threw at my family too, and all I got was like about 15 responses of question marks.
Yeah, well, I mean, I let my wife see it, and she was like, yeah, I get it.
But that's Django Bell. Oh, there it is. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm one of those great minds on Twitter, apparently.
Yeah, rusty and illegal in all 50 states.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sharp.
Pants are a cloth, jail for legs.
Yeah, at least we're not talking about cargo shorts.
Yeah. Don't be dissing cargo shorts.
The taco holder shorts?
Yeah, I got my fajita pocket. And
Uh-oh, we're going to break.
Going to break.
We'll be right back for hour 2, folks. Stay tuned.
I don't want to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. I don't care about a winter wonderland anyway. I don't want to build a man out of ice and snow. I don't want to kiss another mistletoe. I don't care if